What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I am Lonnie from Flights of Gaming. Captain Gabriel, how you doing, my man? Appreciate you stopping in. Welcome. Switched up the flight a little bit, ladies and gents. We were going to head south down to Lima, Peru, but I did notice the scenery available but does not have the newly updated terminal, which this is where I guess Avianca would park down in Lima, and decided to scrap that plan. You know, we'll fly. I didn't even know that Lima came out with a new terminal, but I believe they did a couple months ago. So it's always good to fly in the flight sim when you're going to destinations where the actual scenery looks good and stuff. So scrap that plan. We've opted for a different route, ladies and gents. Still a real-world route flown by Avianca here in Colombia. We're operating service from Bogota to Pasto. It's a really dangerous approach. Challenging approach here in Colombia. Some scenery done by it's Takeoff Sims or something like that. It's some scenery that's available through the marketplace, not through Sim Market or anything like that. And the scenery is not bad. It cost me $10, CAD. Mr. Sam Guilford, welcome. So we're going to give it a shot. Flight time is about 50 minutes. I think on this flight today we're cruising up to about 23,000 feet. So relatively low considering the high altitudes. And yeah, it's actually a pretty stunning approach coming into Pasto. I only did one landing with FSI panel into it, and that's about it. So we are rocking the new Fenix update. An update came out this morning. I think it's patch number 1. So we're going to be checking it out, see how things go. The scenery is really good, by the way. This is the V Pilots, their 2024 version of Bogota. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The scenery is really expensive. It's $30 CAD. And for previous customers, there's no discount. So I had to buy the scenery all over again. You know, most scenery developers are, for the most part, offering either a discount for an updated version or whatnot. This one, I mean, the scenery is not a bad. It's not a bad airport. I think the texturing and stuff like that in 2024 looks like shit anyway. But overall, it's not a bad-looking airport. I just wish that I got a little bit of a discount. Unfortunately, you can't always get one. I don't know why my jetway's not attached. I thought I attached it. Let's try that again. Let's see if it connects. It should connect. This has a standard jetway. Okay, so that's what we get here with V-Pilot Sim. I don't know if it's a GSX profile I need to download, but that kind of sucks. I know the jetways work on that side of the terminal. Interesting. There's a GSX update that I have to do again. I had to do one yesterday, but I got another one. I've managed to somehow figure out some of my performance issues with this sim. You know, FS, you can see here, we are using FSR3 now. You can see the little FPS counter down there. I was having some issues where when I was using FSR3 as my frame gen, that the sim would crash, it wouldn't boot up. And somehow managed to make it work. Did a GPU driver update, that kind of stuff, you know, check for things here and there. And I think we're off to the races with this one, ladies and gents. And we are flying, you know, 2024 compatible scenery and an aircraft for this live stream, so everything should work out pretty good. A little disappointed the jetway's not attaching, you know, but hey, it is what it is. The clock and the terminals change when you turn the time back. Is that one of their features? I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. I don't know if this scenery, I'll be honest, I don't know if this scenery is worth $30. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know if this scenery is worth $30. You know, I get that they may have reworked from the ground up for this one. But, I mean, there's options out there for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? There's options out there for cheaper. So slightly disappointed with that. I mean, V-Pilot, it is what it is. We only do this, you know, to showcase on that. We only purchase scenery just to showcase things on the channel. Raymond, what's going on? Let's request boarding and let's see if this guy connects now. It's connecting. All right. Sort of, not really. Actually connected very well. I don't know why. Maybe it's just an exterior view. Sometimes I've noticed... Oh, no, it's fully connected. It's fully connected. Okay, jetway's working good. Scrap that, scrap all that I said. All right, today, ladies and gents, again, we're flying from Bogota over to Pasto. in sort of in the southwestern area of Colombia. We are Avianca 8599. And real world flight, ladies and gents. Don't get it twisted. We didn't fly to Lima. We're not flying to Lima only because the scenery is not updated. I don't feel like flying out there. Also, each leg is about 2 hours and 40 minutes out to Lima. So, the doors are open, bro. Chill, chill, chill. 129 passengers, under 2,000 kilograms of planned cargo, about 5,000 kilograms of planned fuel. We'll load up the aircraft. Beautiful. That's a pretty big slammer down there. Beautiful. ATSU tab. Let's get things going here. AOC menu. Flight in it. Flight on VATSIM. We're not going to get any ETC out here. That's just how it goes. All right. Sorry about that. Somebody came home a little bit too early. There we have it. Avianca 8599, Bogota to Pasto. 48 minutes on the block time. Sorry, block time is 1 hour and 16. Air time's 48 minutes. Init request. And we are Avianca 8599. There's a bunch of different flights that operate over to Pasto from Bogota. I've tried 3 different call signs, and they were all taken. I don't know how many people are flying out there. 23,000 feet we're going to, as per sim brief, whatever. I don't know if that's standard or not, but that's what we're flying to. IRS is already aligned. We'll come over here to our init tab for our fuel and weights. Send all of that off. Beautiful. Out of Bogota, we are planning to depart off of 14 right, ladies and gents. That's where we're departing. We are going to be on the Vapor 4 Romeo. With the Orega transition. A couple different approaches, just so you guys are aware, coming into Pasto. There is an ILS as per the charts. Unfortunately, it doesn't work in this aircraft. We only have a Loke 20. The ILS is on runway 20. We got a Loke 20 approach, and we got the RNAVs coming in. Kind of weird, because there is no RNAV. Oh, there actually is an RNAV coming into runway 20. The problem is, I don't know. The winds are 110 at 10. I have no idea which way the aircrafts are going to be arriving from. We'll plan the RNAV for now. Kind of wish we could do the ILS, but fortunately we can't. On the Take 1 Alpha, should we do that arrival? We'll throw it in as well. Beautiful. Have a look at my waypoints here. I think we're going to be okay. Decent. I'm happy with that. As happy can be. Perf tab. Let's get our performance numbers. 14 right. It's dry outside. It's not raining. Calculate 48, 48, 48 on our speeds. Send that off. It's a flaps 1 departure. Trans out 18,000 feet. Good stuff. Trans out in... and Pasto is actually 11,000 feet. Beautiful. 22.8. That's Unicom. We're not in North America. We are in South America. So there is no CTAF. Altimeter 1028. Let's go ahead and set that up as well. And we'll set 23,000 feet up in here. Pretty much ready to go here. Sim feels a lot smoother. Probably because some of these sceneries out in South America aren't super demanding for performance. It's one thing I've noticed when flying out here. They're not super demanding. And you can see the textures and stuff, and some of the textures with the terminal and stuff popping in, and that's, I'm sure that has to do with maybe some of the settings that I have to help improve some of the performance. All right, let's go ahead and re-chat here. Hoverboard, what's going on? Kelly, hello. Local aviator, welcome, welcome. I have emails to send. I'll definitely get them. Absolutely, I'll take your word for it. You picked the fun one to fly into? Yes, 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 yes. It's going to be quite an experience. But let me tell you, this aircraft, it handles... I don't know if the new update that they just released this morning, if the aircraft handles a little bit differently. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't. But it's definitely nice. It definitely flies really well. So I don't think we're going to have any troubles with that. The aircraft is really floating. We are flying the 320 today, just so you guys are aware. RNAV is super easy with the Airbus. It is, yeah. Was looking at the charge for this airport. Yep, definitely. I think most of the approaches are done on runway 2. Believe it or not. That's a nice little circle to land approach. You know what? We could probably change that up. Hold on one sec here. Usually they are... I don't see any aircraft landing on 2-0. If I look at the winds... I mean, for the most part, it seems like I should land on that runway. But we're gonna... You know what? You guys want to spicing it up? Let's fucking spicing it up. We're here to watch... We're here to watch aircrafts, you know what I mean? I mean, it's pretty boring enough that we're flying an Airbus. At least let's make it spicy and do some circle landing. Let's change this up. So we'll do the RNAV runway 2 instead. Done. Beautiful. That's where most aircraft, like, most of the flights coming into this airport are flying that approach anyway. Believe it or not. So I don't really see, like I said, many aircrafts landing on 2-0. The ILS doesn't work. I don't know if it's a scenery thing, if it's a Navigraph thing. There is no ILS programmed in the box there. So the glide slope and all that stuff comes up, but it does not fly. It does not fly, so. Hussein, oh shit, hold on one sec here. Hussein says, why the fuck does 24 look good here, but when I play it, it's so bad? It's probably just the stream, man. It's probably just the stream. You're controlling BGM tomorrow night for an event you made for ZNY. Bunch of airports we are staffing up. BGM is a CRJ airport. Yo, Matt, if you're into that. I don't have baseball tomorrow, man, so... I don't have baseball as of now, but if you're streaming that one, let me know, man. I'll probably take along. Test your skills, pick the RNAV. There's only one approach we can really do anyway, so... Pick the RNAV. I think boarding is relatively done here. Let's go ahead and start up the APU. Or, sorry, turn on the bleeds. Fuel pumps coming on, external power. Turn that off. GPU, chocks and cones. We still got 9 passengers to go. I don't want you guys to get too excited about the scenery in Pasto. It's not the best looking scenery. I paid $10 for it. I paid $10 for it. So we're gonna give her a rip. The Lima scenery is just not prepared enough. With the new development of Terminal 2, where most of the aircraft are going to. It just didn't make sense, you know. Didn't make sense. But yeah, this scenery here, I mean, $30 Canadian. It's the V-Pilots, I guess V2 for Microsoft flights in 2024. Kind of sucks we did not get a discount, you know, having purchased the other aircraft, or the other airport. But we move on from these things. It's still a pretty good airport. It's the best one available to the sim currently. Let's go with the GSX. Let's go ahead and prepare for pushback and departure. I don't know if Matt's still in the chat. I know he's flying today. Looking to buy the 800. What's the best one? Is the PMG any good? The PMG is your best option right now. Yeah. It's your best option. Out of the PMDG 7.3s, the 800 is probably the best variant because most airlines have that aircraft. So many different flights you could do with owning that one aircraft. It's very versatile in that department. The 700 and the 900 aren't super popular. So if you're going to buy one, buy the 800. 100%. Still don't have your yoke? It's, oh, yeah. I mean, you could do the RJ with the side stick, man. You know. Captain Gabriel, is there any good scenery for those two airports? I don't even know what BGM is. BGM is Greater Binghamton. What the fuck? And then what's the other one? ZNY? I feel like I should know ZNY. It says no results found. Huh. Yes, the 800 does have the most operators, yeah. Alright, what the fuck? What gate are we at, ladies and gents? What gate? Gate 74. Quick edit pushback. So much nicer without Chaseplane, to be honest with you guys. Everything just works. Alright, we're gonna push back onto this lane here. ZNY is New York Center. Oh.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Stand am I at again? 7-8? 7-4? Stand 7-4. Marker brake coming off. Oh boy. I know I changed. I know I changed. I know I changed this. I know I changed this. I did it on stream. I know I changed this. I know I changed this. Alright. Welcome to traffic. Avianca 85.99, pushing back stand 74. Oh my god, there's a fucking pilot in here? What the fuck is going on? How do I get rid of this? I don't want to pause in and out of the sim too much because where's the... I know there's one here for character quality. No. How do I get rid of the character? As I'm pushing back. Graphics. Ah, fuck, man. He ain't gonna be doing shit anyway. Let's go ahead, spool up engine number 1. How do I get rid of that guy? I don't want him in there. Maybe done through here? Fly it with the stick? That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Doing Fairbanks to Seattle right now with the Max 8. Pretty sick. Alright, I think we're good to go. APU bleed, master switch coming off, nose lights over to taxi. We'll flip this guy over, back to the norm position, flaps 1, I think. Ground spoilers, transponder, auto brake, and I know we're trimming something here. Perf. Down 0.4 on the trims. There we go. Beautiful. We're all ready to rock and roll. Alright, we're on taxiway Foxtrot, or lane Foxtrot. We'll taxi to 14 left via... we'll go Mike Hotel. Hotel to Kilo 1. Let's go ahead and make some calls here. And Bogota traffic, Avionics 8599, taxiing to runway 14 right via lane Papa. Mike, Hotel, Kilo 1. Bogota traffic. I think I got that right. Who knows? Parking brake coming off. Let's get the on out of here. I've been stress testing some update 3 so far, so good. Not have had any major issues. No, they've definitely fixed it. The other airports are AVP, MDT, ITH, and Allentown. Got you. I'm flying Sarasota to Raleigh, Durham, then Syracuse. Awesome. Good stuff. I'll see if I can make it out tomorrow, Captain Gabriel. Should be going live tomorrow. We'll see. Should be going live tomorrow, though. I don't know if there's any scenery for Binghamton, to be honest with you. With the Breeze A220. Oh, you're flying so real life then. For my PC specs, exclamation mark specs in the chat, and Nightbot can definitely tell you. Speaking of Nightbot, hold on. All right, we're looking for a hotel. Yusty, what's going on, man? We are flying from Bogota to Pasto in Colombia. I think I'm saying that correctly. I have no idea if I am. Anybody know how to get rid of the pilot, the co-pilot in 2024? He's in my way. Can't see. Yeah, we're checking out some challenging approaches here. You know, kind of playing around and seeing what scenery is available in 2024. Risky, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping in. If you guys haven't done so, double tap that screen for me. I greatly appreciate that. Appreciate all the subs as well. Thank you, thank you. See how the good old PC upholds here in 2024. Make sure we got no stutters and such, you know. I could probably increase some of my settings a little bit. I think 90 FPS is good. We just got to make sure we maintain that type of performance on approach. Can I join you if I'm on 2020 or are you on 20? Yes, you can join me if you're on any simulator. As long as you're on VATSIM. How long is your longest flight? 15 and a half hours, Risky. 15 and a half hours. We are making the return back to Bogota as well. Airbus all the way, man. Airbus all the way. 320 is my favorite aircraft. 319 is my favorite aircraft to fly in the sim, but the 320 family is my favorite. There isn't, sadly. Event is 7 to 10 p.m. You sure you want to control Binghamton? Why don't you control maybe Newark or something, buddy? Janie, what's going on, man? Alright, so the ILS issue, it's funny. So, Takeoff, the developer for the scenery that we're flying into, I sent an email about the ILS issue. And they responded and said it's a Navigraph issue. Now, I've been down that road with Navigraph before. Where the Fenix Airbus, I think it was the 320, wasn't... The Yoke would be off like 5 degrees at some airports. And dealing with Navigraph as a company, holy fuck, what a pain in the ass. The guy that you have to sort of deal with for technical issues. He just wasn't getting it, bro. Like, he was getting mad with me. So that's disappointing. Would you recommend 20 or 2024? Right now I recommend 20. It's just better. But if this is how 2024 is going to become, 2024 is going to be the sim of choice. You're a 321 Neo guy? Create a virtual airline and I'll be the first to sign up? I don't know if I'll be doing that. So many things, I guess, so many different things to do. You know, virtual airline probably sounds like a lot of time. John, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping in. I'm doing well. How are you? Where are you heading to now? We're headed to Pasto in southwestern Colombia. Scenery done by Takeoff. I should fucking know what their actual thing is. Hold on. Takeoff Studio is the developer. Takeoff Studio. Over to traffic, Avionics 8599, landing up runway 14 right for a southern departure. Let's do it, friends. Let's do it. This is a 320 today, John. We're doing some challenging approaches in Colombia. I have played 24, but always FPS drops when about to land. Any idea for the setting? I mean, lower some of your graphics settings. I had that same issue yesterday flying into Raleigh Durham. And then your SimCFI told me to get auto FPS, which helped on my second leg. So we'll see. Right now, I'm finally using FSR 3 for frame gen. You know how the sim has native frame gen built in. So it wasn't working before. My sim would actually crash and stuff, but we ended up sort of playing around and figuring out what's going on in FSR The FSR frame gen is working now, so this realistically is going to be our sort of test stream. Dedicated supporter from India, I appreciate you, Mercer Boy. All right, throttle's going up. Let's get on out of here. I used to fly for United Virtual and Alaska Virtual. It's lots of work, I know. I got kicked out of Air Canada Virtual Airlines. Just, they're demanding. Manflex 46, SRS 1 Auto Blue. They're very demanding. Maintain center line. I might try X-Plane 12. Thinking about it. Takeoff roll looks pretty good. It's not super stuttery. 100 knots. Neutral. Oh. And V1. And rotate. Positive rate. You're going up. You feel the winds there. Holy. Climb detent is in. Yes, I have a Discord. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. If you guys can't do it, no problem. I'll pull it up in a second. It was more like a slight headwind, but just the rudder movements were a little. Flaps coming up. Speed restriction here. I don't know why it wants us to go that way, but okay. There we go. It's more center now. Okay. Some strange flight director behavior there by Fenix. Let's get some speed in now. Oh. No, I have not. No, John. Okay, so after taking off, where's the autopilot and the nav button in the cockpit? So nav is automatically set in this aircraft. We're following nav right now. So this is your heading knob and your nav knob here. You'll either pull or push this depending on what you want it to do. Autopilot is AP1, AP2. We're only cruising up to 23,000 feet today. There must be a reason for it. Autopilot can come on. You guys back up top. Sound's coming down. Let's have a look at some of these gorgeous views if we'll get any. Sorry, guys. I'm just sending out an email. It's an Airbus 320, yep. So you press both AP1 and AP2? No, just AP1. I'm the pilot flying. I'm on the left side. I'll hit AP1. If you want to do a sort of auto land, you'll arm both. Have you done long-haul flights? I have, John. Yes, I have. Not a fan of them. Guys, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Stand by. Sorry about that. I had to go grab a quick beverage. All right, 23,000 feet. There we go. Alt stars captured. Yo. All right, let's have a look and see what we're doing here. Performance so far so good. Can't even cry and complain. Rear flap failure. That should be a fun game. A rear flap failure. They don't have rear flaps, unfortunately. But yes, a flap failure would suck. It would suck. You can try the Concorde. This aircraft is supersonic and fast, and it travels faster than the speed of sound. It certainly does. Linear, hello? Twice the speed of sound. Yes, exactly. Thanks for the tip for the autopilot button, because I played 2020 and 2024 before. When I'm in the cockpit, I press both buttons, and now I know how to. Tomorrow's your birthday? Ah, you're a Leo yourself. Well, if I go live tomorrow, you better tune in so I can say happy birthday. Mine is next Tuesday. Mine is next Tuesday. Alright, let me see when top of descent is. Let's see if it's even worth putting any music on. Probably is, right? Probably is. Perf, what do we got? That, we got another 30 minutes here of flying. So let me get some music on. Get some sounds down. What kind of music should we be playing? Some Latin music, obviously, right? Obviously. How can we not be playing some Latin music? No prop, no prop. Avianca, Colombia. If you guys haven't done so, double tap that screen for me. I greatly appreciate it. We're going for 25 likes. We got 10 likes, 23 people in chat. If you guys got a spare like available, hit that for me. Greatly appreciate that. Long as the flight, 48 minutes. Block time, 1 hour and 15. Airtime, 48 minutes. See if we're going to have any traffic out here. I don't think we're going to. Not a lot of people fly. Actually, we do have one aircraft coming in. Brandon M. I think he was the guy that left just before me, and he was the guy that actually I was going to use his call sign that he took. Let's see where he's landing. So Takeoff Studio says even though there's an ILS at this airport, they're saying it's a Navigraph issue as to why the aircraft doesn't program it. But they're saying that you should still be able to fly it. I'll be honest with you, I tried to arm the approach. It would not arm. When I was using FSI panel, could not get the glide slope to capture. Low captured. Yes, yes. Oh, happy early birthday. Talking to me? We'll be live. We should be live next Tuesday. We'll do a birthday stream. Twin Otter DHC for 6 for short flights. Not really into the GA stuff. You know, I'm feeling pretty familiar with the Kodiak 100. But typically shy away from flying anything GA. Looks like Fly Live crashed on us. Appreciate you, Fly Live. I'm probably going to get Sim Toolkit Pro or something, or Volanta to help out with this. In Seychelles, between the islands of, is it Mahi? Praslin, you could travel between the islands, and flight time is just 15 minutes. What do they use to fly between islands? What do they use to commute? The Twin Otter? Twin Otter is pretty common for island hopping. By using the Twin Otter? Just answer my question. There you go. That's pretty cool. All right, looks like this guy here, Avionics 8585, is going to be flying the RNAV runway 2 approach. Good shit. Santiago, nice stream. How long for top of descent? Probably in another 28 minutes, I would say. Kukunuba, is it Kukunuba? Sorry if I don't know how to pronounce your name. Appreciate you stopping in, though. We're doing some sort of scenic / challenging / dangerous approaches flying in Colombia today. Yes, there's also helicopter excursions by Zil Air. The company and the helicopter operating it is an Airbus H120. They're the ones chartering the excursions. That's pretty cool. There's a new helicopter that just came out for 2024 that I kind of want to get. I'm not going to lie. Have yet to try any of the helicopter stuff in the sim. But, you know, once 2024 is working fine and dandy, we'll dive and take a better look at what's going on. You almost got it. Accent on the last syllable. Got you. Nubia? So, Kukunuba. It's not Kukunuba. You said that was wrong. Nubai? Kukanubai? Too many people on the vertical today? Nope. Relatively quiet. Frank, what's going on, man? Yeah, you could definitely buy it. I'll tell you exactly which one it is, too. The Miltech and Blackbird released the MH60 and Mission Hub. It looks pretty cool. Whoever just subscribed, thank you very much. I'll say 2024 because their missions there. Yes. Yes. I started doing the career when the sim first came out. I think I'm going to restart it. Super, super buggy. Holy shit. Did anybody try the career mode? It was so buggy. I had so many issues flying and landing GA aircraft. Just way too windy. Yeah, kind of. I'm based in the on the as well. I'm based on the as well. I stream FSX from time to time. Really excited about how you land in Pasto. We're going to be doing the RNAV runway 2 approach, so that's little circle to land. First time landing in here. So we'll see what happens. It's a pretty stunning approach, I gotta say. Pretty stunning approach. And you're streaming FSX. Okay, let me go to your channel for a sec. Where are you streaming it? Santiago. Must be on a different platform. You stream... now you have me confused, Santiago. While 2020, you have to do free flights and also landing challenges and other activities. I completed most of those. So in the career mode in 2024, I've worked up to getting my airline transport license. But, you know, I had to sell an aircraft in my company to get that far. It's probably one of the worst decisions because you can make passive income, you know, with having one aircraft, which would generate more money. So, I don't know how to restart career mode. We'll have to see. They do. That's 2024, man. That's 2024 in a nutshell. You could do a flight after by using Twin Otter between Mahé and Praiseland in Seychelles. Just try. Probably not on stream. Probably not on stream. I'd have to get myself familiarized with the aircraft first. Yeah, textures are terrible in 2024. Holy smoke. Here in YT, David March music just for fun on so my VATSIM flights are recorded. Hopefully one day we'll get a better PC to flight Microsoft Flight Sim or X-Plane. David March music. Got you right here. Oh yeah, here we go. I see you flying here. Good stuff, man. Are you from Colombia? Someone spilt my white powder all over the hills. Pablo Escobar. The runway at Seychelles International Airport is bumpy. That could be just a scenery issue. Avianca. The runway was not straight, just bumps. Kind of like if you've seen the flight when we were up in Norway. Where did we go? Svalbard. Oh my god, we used some default scenery. There's like a handcrafted airport in Svalbard. It's the most northernest airport, international airport in the world. Anyway, I know Mr. Sam Guilford remembers that landing. Holy smokes. And that departure. Fuck. It's not good. Thanks for the subscriber there. Appreciate you. All right, top of descent, an hour 39 minutes. Sorry, hour 139 miles. Fuck this. Tony, I'm sorry, we're not doing a barrel roll. Really? So Santiago says. So Santiago's from Colombia. Says don't talk about Pablo to Colombians. It's like talking about Hitler to a German. Love flying. U.S. Colombia is more IVAO. So I was watching. I don't know. I was watching some documentaries, some like YouTubers who travel around the world. You know, this one guy was traveling through Colombia, through some cities where Pablo Escobar sort of helped develop. And a lot of people, you know, a lot of people have a lot of positive things to say about Pablo. I'm not saying that, you know, that he was a great guy and whatever, because obviously when you're caught up in the drug trade, it's a really sticky sort of topic, right? And all the killings and stuff like that. But for some of the communities that he helped develop, just those people just have nothing but nice things to say. A lot of people surprisingly had a lot of nice things to say about Pablo, at least from what I seen in the video. But you're right. Now in Germany, if you know, salute Hitler or anything like that, I think there's like jail time. They don't tolerate anything about Hitler in Germany. I found it weird, like how the people from Scotland construct the airport at a beach, like there's no asphalt on runway, just sand, but hard. I think it's a Barra Airport in Scotland. Some airports are like that, yeah. I wonder how much money is still buried in this country. You know what I mean? Apparently he was making like, what, $100 million a day or something like that? Lots of money buried out here. Nobody has found anything, unfortunately. Of course, because if you said anything bad about him, you would probably not live much longer after that. Yeah, Pablo Escobar would probably kill you. You said anything negative about him, or if you didn't do what you were told. So, different times, man. Different times. What he did was wrong. There's no question. But he did help out a lot of communities. Yeah. What did Hitler? Hitler didn't help out any communities. You know. Clouds look really good right now. I don't know why. Very strange. Can't see shit. What's your favorite military cargo aircraft? I'll say mine is the C-130. I like the C-130. I like the KC-135. What you say is true. He helped a lot of people in need, but Hitler helped build the Autobahn. No, it doesn't. No, of course not. Of course not. Of course, I totally agree with that statement, Santiago. 100%. 100%. No question, Hitler was more of a bigger problem. Pablo Escobar. He was. Fucked up times, man. How people can do shit like that, I don't know. No idea, you know? It's crazy. Some of the stuff that, you know, Pablo Escobar was doing back in the 80s, it still happens in Mexico. You know what I mean? With drugs and all that, and the gangs. It's crazy. If you get the chance to go to Colombia, once you should go. It's pretty nice. I've been living in Canada the last 2 years. I'd love to go to Colombia one day, man. I'd love to go to Medellin, Bogota. Whereabouts in Canada are you, Santiago? Yeah, I don't know what kind of music they listen to in Colombia. I just put in Latin music. This is actually, it says Latin/Mexico on this one. Yeah, this is definitely Mexicanish. Let me see if I could search Colombian. Colombiana. Cumbia is the actual, I guess, genre. According to Epidemic Sounds, it's more Colombian. Alright, we gotta be coming up close to our top of the descent here. We are. Enter destination data, 106 miles. Alright. In Pasto, we have the winds 110 at 10. QNH 1022. I'll check my trans alt. I think it's 11,000 feet. Temperature's beautiful, 23 degrees. The winds 110 at 10. The winds were variable earlier. Shifting around. 11,000 trans alt. Minimums are going to be probably 6,300 feet. Beautiful. Plug in some fixes as well. Pull up the charts here. Let's have a look. Shit, where's my arrival? There is one arrival here. And we're going to be over top of the Mercaderes. Is it the Mercaderes VOR? Where we're going to be at about 12,000 feet, and then we'll descend on in above 12,000. I don't know how that's going to work. Hold on. Because all the surrounding stuff says 16,000 feet above. Let me look at this flight plan that I got going here. Okay, we'll make it work. Everything's plugged in. We'll make it work. Auto brake. We're putting medium auto brake because it's a short runway. And this is sort of what the approach is looking like. So we're going to be coming in from up here. And it's going to be a long, probably a 30-plus mile left downwind for a final. It's going to be a pretty cool approach. I have yet to fly it. I have yet to fly it. This guy's... We got somebody flying in the area. Did he do a go-around? He did do a go-around. Why? I don't know where he's flying. Hopefully we won't be in the way of each other. It's such a small airport. Hello, what's going on, man? Toronto, trying to get a flight dispatcher job right now. Would love to join you for a VATSIM flight. That'd be pretty cool, man. So you're not too far from me. I'm native to Toronto. One of my friends who's Mexican knows some great Mexican musicians. This is more stereotypical Mexican music right now. No, this is Colombian music, if I'm not mistaken. Put the brake maximum to stop faster since runway is short. Actually, we could probably do that. Let me just look at the landing distance. It's 7,100 feet. Medium auto brake should work fine. Now, it's not going to be a sort of textbook pretty landing. I'm just letting you guys know. Short runways, you guys know what to expect. Get it on the ground, get the aircraft stopped. I think they usually do the visual straight in. They are. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to be doing the RNP 02 approach. They don't do the other one. This is more like reggaeton, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. Looking good. Company message. All right. Let me do menu. Let's get the ATIS information plugged in here. Airport. Pasto. We want the arrival information. Send that off. We'll see if it gets anything. I don't think it's going to, but we'll see. There it is. The weight is available. So let's try something else here. Let's see if we can get it a different way. I think we can. Nope. Picture if there was Microsoft Flight Sim 2026 and the graphics are super and ultra high graphics and a better scenery. This is what this sim's supposed to be. Yes, that's it. That's the one we're doing. We're planned for the RNAV 02 approach, the RNP. There's an ILS on the opposite side. We could fly it, technically. The winds are, I think, better for the ILS, but, you know, visibility is not terrible out there. So, visibility is really good, so we'll just fly, we'll just fly the RMP O2 approach. It's pretty gusty, though. Saw a photo of this airport, and it's pretty wild looking. It is, it is. The sim doesn't do justice, though, man. The sim doesn't do justice. There's that aircraft. He did a go-around. I don't know why. He's 6,000 feet above me. I don't know where he's going. It's like he did a touch and go and just departed back out. Really, really high elevation, ladies and gents. Airport, I think, is like 6,000 feet above sea level. Yep. Yep, and it's going to be gusty coming in. It's going to be gusty coming in. If we're coming in too high, we're going around. Because there's no point in trying to force it. Believe it or not, they got many flights a day from Bogota out here. Many flights. I wonder what's out here. Can be dangerous. I mean, anything in life is dangerous, right? Those pilots are trained pretty well to fly into Lukla. What makes it dangerous is how fast the weather can take a turn. And you can't see anything. I'd love to go there one day. Yes, it is. I just watched Josh Cahill. He just did a little series out there. Sam Chewy kind of fucked everything up for any aviation enthusiasts to record. Unfortunately. Probably don't have to fly this approach. We'll do it anyway. Still waiting on that Peripherals stream. I'm waiting for some decent scenery, man. I think that what's the only flight to Peripherals? It's Kathmandu, right? But there isn't good scenery for Kathmandu or Kathmandu. Actually, you know what? There's different flights we can do. Kolkata. But Kathmandu... Oh, we can go to Dhaka. Yeah, we can... Actually, we got some options now. It's not just Kathmandu. So Druk Air is also flying to Dhaka as well. It's a 40-minute flight. There's great scenery in Dhaka. We can actually probably do something like that. It's flown in a 320 Neo, though. We could do them in 319. Do they depart to Dhaka? No. They do depart to Dhaka. Okay. Must be a new thing. I'll consider it. I'll consider it for sure. Azercell, what's going on, man? There's many flights out of Paro now to different destinations. They're going to I think Bangkok. They're going to I think I've seen one. It said Delhi. They're going to Dhaka as well. Bhutan is dangerous with mounts. Yes. Approach is nice though. Nope. There's no passengers modeled in the cabin. Top of descent 40 miles. And if there's any reason why I would fly to Dhaka, or pick up their scenery by final approach designs to fly in and out of Paro, I would definitely do it. Pasto to Quito would be interesting and challenging as well. The Quito scenery is not that good. It's not that good. Initially today we were supposed to fly to Lima, Peru, but I realized the scenery, they didn't complete terminal number 2 out there, so I decided to scrap that plan. Quito has default scenery, default handcrafted scenery, but it's not good. It's not good. Climbing has been banned since the 80s in Bhutan. What do you mean by climbing? Like climbing the mountains? Like in the Himalayas, that country banned it? I saw a video, it was filmed in the cockpit of a 737 and the aircraft made a super hard landing. Tons of videos, yeah. That wasn't at Paro, I don't think. I don't think that was in Paro. I've seen that one too. It's a viral video. I'm gonna brief myself on a missed approach. Missed approach. Alright. We're holding 12,000 feet. I think the video was filmed in the cockpit in Bhutan. I don't think any 7.3s fly into Bhutan. Maybe. It was Paro? They were carrying vaccines. Okay, maybe that could be it. Climbing the peaks around Bhutan is banned due to religious reasons. Understood. Yeah, I seen the approach. That guy was definitely not stable. Must have been his first time flying into Bhutan. That's why they have like 12 or 15 pilots only like allowed to fly into that airport. How they got approved to fly into that airport? No idea. No idea. Yeah, each time the pilots do prayer before landing in Paro? Probably. I'd pray too. How do you know they were even trained to fly into it? I don't know if they were. But what I do know is there's only limited pilots that are able to fly into Paro that can fly that approach. So if I'm assuming those pilots that flew that 7.3 into there, I'm assuming they were ready to fly in there. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been allowed to. But that was a nasty approach. Executed. A nasty approach executed by those pilots. Do a lot of trainings and also must have a lot of experience to do landings there with the tight turn. Yep, there's only, I think, 19 pilots, 12 to 19 pilots, if I'm not mistaken, that are allowed to fly into Paro. Nobody else allowed to fly into Paro except those pilots. And I'm pretty sure that includes the FOs. Almost at top of descent here. Another 5 miles. I can start descending now, actually. Let's go ahead, put it into VNAV. We can pause the music. Bring up the sim sounds. Sending on in. Pasto traffic, Avionics 8599. We are descending into Pasto on the RNAV 02 approach. We are 12,000 feet. Still traffic. That's been about as hard as it gets here in the U.S. for airports to land at? No, I don't think so. A lot of challenging airports in the U.S. You got DCA, River Visual, LaGuardia Expressway, Stadium Visual into Newark, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously Aspen is another one. Many different approaches out there, man. Plus, like, all the ones out in Alaska, too. Right? Ketchikan was crazy to fly into. I don't know how well this landing is going to go. Visibility says it's perfect. We'll have to see. Whoever just subscribed, thank you very much. Appreciate that. With 12,000, we're going to go down to 8,800 feet. Actually, I could probably plug that in now. Can I? We got to get nice and slow as we come in here. Basically, on that left downwind, we got to be almost fully situated for the approach. Still a beautiful approach coming in here. Mountains look a little bit better. Hovering at about 80 FPS. Just getting much better performance. I think going live plays a factor with that. You should be able to overlay the chart on Navigraph to make it easier to follow the out constraints. Yes. I think this thing's not working anymore. My dad told me in Seychelles that Seychelles pilots were flying the 320 Neo for Air Seychelles. I've done a lot of trainings and has qualified and has a lot of experience to land in strong winds. Most pilots do. It's not uncommon with the pilot industry, to be honest with you. If you're a pilot, you have to land in crosswind conditions anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get the landing lights on. We only have another 10,000 feet to kill anyways before we are sort of where we need to be. Beautiful approach though. Ram, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping in. You're saying, so to overlay the charts, what are you saying to do? I don't know which, sorry, I forget what you're asking me to do here. 230 on the speed coming up here, so we're going to activate the approach phase. Let the aircraft do its thing. I have no idea. That's funny, though. Are you using the MK Studios SeaTac? Carlos, are you here? See you post something in the Discord. Appreciate you, man. When landing in a 30 knot winds, I would prefer to do a go around for second attempt, and if the aircraft doesn't land, I'll have to divert. Depending on the aircraft, 30 knots is not bad. A lot of orange mountains out here. It's not really matching what Navigraph is showing. Kind of, I guess. A little bit, but still pretty green. I don't see much green out here. That's it. That's our little runway. .230 on the speed. The wind might be gusty. It's gusty coming in here. I don't know if we're going to fly the 230 on the speed. I'll fly it manually. What does that put us at? About 30 miles. Oh, 40 miles northwest of the airfield. Pasto traffic, Avionics 8599. We are 40 miles northwest of the airfield. 13,000 feet descending for the RNAV 02 approach. Pasto. The plane almost stalled? No. The plane's not going to stall. Nah, we good. It's controlled. Everything's controlled. Should probably turn on some terrain, no? Just in case. $15 miles, we got to be about 180 knots. Start winding this back, 210. Actually, we'll go managed mode. We'll see if it slows down. It should start slowing down. Altimeter is also going to be 10. Well, eventually the pilots managed to do a go around and the aircraft almost touched the runway. Maybe the pilots reduced the thrust, possibly. Oh, sorry, you're responding to, sorry, I didn't see the first message. I saw a typical video where the Indian pilots was landing a 320 Neo Air Indigo in Seychelles during strong winds. The plane almost stalled. Oh, fuck. That's crazy. T-Grade, what's going on? We are flying to Pasto in Colombia. Kozakura, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping in. Welcome. .1022 is in. .180 miles in about 10 miles. So we're going to bring out the flaps in a second here. Flaps 1. Anytime you say Pasto, I keep hearing pasta for some reason. I almost want to say pesto, man. I almost want to say pesto. Christian, what's going on? 7.5 miles, we got to be fully configured. Beautiful. Looking good, I think. Pretty cool approach, gotta say. Santiago, I appreciate you. I'll do my best, man. I'll do my best. Still getting used to the new BFU update with Fenix. I should be able to manage. Level up, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping in. But this is gonna be definitely a fun approach. I'm gonna hand fly this whole approach. Any moment. The winds are blowing from the south, and the aircraft was sideways. That's not good. All right, 8,800 feet. We gotta stay at 8,800 feet. We're pretty much there. We're pretty much there. I feel like we're gonna crash into something. This is looking fucking close, I'm telling you. 100 more feet to go. Get the rest of the lights on. And we'll go flaps 2, gear coming down. And we're flaps full. Golden Cash, what's going on, man? Boarding in Vegas right now on the Spirit 321 LR while I'm boarding. Thought I would stop by. I appreciate you, man. We're about to land in Pasto, Colombia. It's pretty interesting. All right, ladies and gents, enjoy the arrival. This is going to be spicy. Catch y'all on the ground. We are geared down, 3 green flaps full. Spoilers are armed. Damn, shorty. All right, my aircraft. Airport's over there somewhere. This kind of reminds me of flying in Quito. Pasto traffic, Avionics 8599. We are turning left down, sorry, left base for runway 02.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
It's just like flying in Quito. I gotta get the aircraft down though. Flight director's not working. I don't even see the runway. 1,000 checked. There's our vertical guidance. Hopefully it's working fine. I don't know if it is. I have no visual on the runway. It's out there somewhere. Let's get back to about 800 feet per minute. Pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie, and it's windy up here. It's windy. The aircraft is literally blowing around. But this is a pretty sick approach, man. I still don't see the fucking runway. I think I see it now. 3 whites, 1 red. Okay. We're good. Dude, this is pretty fucking cool. 2 whites, 2 reds. Just how I like it. We're descending a little quick here because the aircraft and the winds are just doing Microsoft Flight Sim things. Let's get ourselves nice and stable. I think it's as stable as I can get it. And we're visual all the way through. Oh yeah, we're blowing around in the winds. Look at those winds.
Minimum.
Continue.
$300. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Come on. First coming out. Legal. That was legal. $70 knots. First are stowed. That was legal, friends. I'll take it. Onto the manuals. Oh my god, my heart's racing. That was an epic fucking approach, I gotta say. Very impressed with that approach. First time flying it too. So. The winds are probably why the other guy did a go around. Well, we don't do go arounds here. Nice landing, thanks, man. That was pretty cool, man. I was very happy. We got to come out here a little bit more often. But we floated a little bit. Typical Flight Sim gaming style. But we've made it. Just don't fall off the cliff. Just don't fall off the cliff. Just don't fall off the cliff. Holy shit. Colt, I appreciate you, man. Damn nice landing, but a bit hard, I could say. John, that wasn't hard, man. That was a minus 131, 1.01 Gs. Dead center. Slight float. Slight float. But I'll take the float. We were coming in pretty hot. The winds, it's gusty up here, man. I'm telling you. That canyon there was just keeping the aircraft from staying trimmed out. You know? Landing is awesome. Appreciate you, Level Up. Thank you. And we'll stop the clock. 58 minutes on the flight time. Beautiful. And Pasto traffic, Avionics 8599. We are now backtracking runway 02 to the gates. Pasto. All right. Let's get on out of here. I know. This guy didn't do anything. The cockpit. Nothing. GSX. GSX works here? I will take gate 1. Animal, what's going on, man? When you play this game, be careful of hurricane season. Got you. Guys, if you guys enjoyed that approach, double tap that screen for me. Double tap that screen for me. I gotta have to take a look at that landing. So I start deboarding here. Curious to see how it worked out. Zayed, what's going on, man? have no idea what stand. We're going to stand 1 right over there. Okay. Me too, level up. Me too. We probably could have done the ILS, but this is the approach that they do most often out here. We'll take the next one, because I think we're going to clip these guys. I think that's where we're going. That is where we're going. Take the next one. It's real challenging. Yep. Super windy, too. Super windy. Why is there no water salute cannon? That's a great question. This is my first time coming here. Let's hurry up and vacate off the runway. I don't hear any comms, so I don't think anybody's coming. Pasto traffic, Avionics 8599 vacated runway 2. And no stutters, ladies and gents. No stutters. Oh my god, we're going a little quick here. All of a sudden, we got a little burst of thrust there. Not the finest part job. We'll make it work. Right on the money there. Parking brake is on. APU bleed. Get those guys on. Son of a gun. There we go. Let's go ahead and shut them down. Those guys coming off. Son of my gun again. Get our fuel pumps off. Beacon light coming off. And seatbelt lights. Come on. Dismiss that. Connect. We'll connect. Hey, Takeoff Studio in the house. What's going on? I appreciate you stopping in. Request deboarding. I hope I made you proud with that landing there. And external power coming on. Takeoff Studios is the developer for the scenery, by the way, just so you guys are aware. Was not expecting them to be in the chat. Nice little airport you guys got going on here, man. Does a hello count as a water salute? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is your beautiful scenery here. Nice little approach, man. Had me a little concerned. I'm not really big on doing circle to land approaches. But it was definitely a very, very nice approach. And actually, I just came across your stuff today, funny enough. So originally, we were going to do this flight over to Lima, Peru, but I wasn't happy with the scenery. So I was looking for something a little bit more spicier, you know what I'm saying? And came across some of your scenery, man. You guys do fantastic work. I appreciate you guys getting this all done for us in the flight sim community. Go shout them out. Go check them out, ladies and gents. Takeoff Studios. You can get their stuff. Some stuff is in... it's on Sim Market, I believe. I got this from the marketplace. So, all right, ladies and gents. We're going to do a little deboarding here. Listen to the tunes. And then we are headed back over to Bogota. So, probably in about another, I would say, 10 to 20 minutes, we will start our boarding. Head back out. Hope you guys enjoy that one. I'll be back in a bit.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Did I see the go-kart? I did not. Hold on, let's go see. While we're here. Where am I looking? Said next to the runway. Ah. Oh, look at that. There's actually people racing. Look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? Look at that. So there's a go-kart here. That's pretty cool. Right on the airport? That's insane. And then what's this? Is this for, like, maybe dirt bikes and stuff? That's pretty freaking cool. It's awesome. Fantastic. Good performance here, man. Great performance here.
Not okay. I look into your eyes and see you fade away. But we're not the same. It's like we're on two sides of the Milky Way. Somehow we got used to the problems. Baby, we got used to falling. I'm tired of feeling blue when I lose myself to love. I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath.
Passengers bus is coming.
You agree, this is not the way it is supposed to feel. Oh, and I can see, there are different paths laid out for you and me.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Baby, I'm a true believer, and I wanna stay true to my feelings. I'm tired of feeling blue when I lose myself to love. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my
Riley, what's going on, man?
Do you want to deboard crew?
Nah. Riley, we just ended up on this crazy ass approach into, it's called Pasto, Colombia. Crazy, crazy approach. Little floaty coming in. Still getting used to the new flight model. Too late for my departure?
In the right place to move. In the right place with you. Always stay up all night. Watch the neon light. Touch your ones like on numb.
All right, we're ready to board up here, ladies and gents. We are Avianca 8598, service back over to Bogota. Let's go ahead and reload sim brief. There we go. And we don't need any fuel.
Requested.
Let's start boarding, shall we? Brakes hot. Brakes are definitely hot. We'll cool them down. Let's load up. My flights. There we go. 114 passengers, 5,500 kilograms planned fuel, 1,700 kilograms of planned cargo. Just load that up.
Passengers.
Beauty.
Face towards the stars. Feel my beating heart.
Cost index of 15, or flight number first, Avianca 8598. Cost index of 15, cruising up to 37,000 today, so about 14,000 feet higher than coming in.
Passengers.
Send that off. We're doing it the lazy man's way. Beautiful. All right, departing out of Pasto on runway 2. We are on the TIT 2 Alpha departure. No transition. In Bogota, we are going to be on the, I think it's the Giro 4 Echo, but we're not going to plan an approach yet. Because weather can change pretty rapidly out here. So we'll leave it how things are, just like that. Beautiful. Let's get some performance numbers in. And in a matter of seconds, we are pretty much ready to rock and roll here. 22, 22, 26. It's a flaps 3 departure, short runway. Send that off. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Looking good. Let's come upstairs here. I don't know why that's there we go. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Let's reset that. We've reset the clock. Flick these guys off. We're going up to 37,000. Wrong one. Whatever. Leave that at that. I'm touching things again. I'm touching things again, ladies and gents. 1022. The wind's 100 at 11, gusting 21. Company message. Oh my god. All right. We're good. Brake fan is on. Keep that on for a little bit more. We'll let it cool. We'll let it cool, ladies and gents. How about that? No face cam. Yes, we have a face cam. We're just boarding. Any Columbia goods in the hold? Not today. No, not today. Not today. You love the little details like that? It's pretty cool, right? Wait a minute, there are passengers, but how come I didn't see them in the cabin? Because they're not modeled in the cabin, John.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Catering, fuel, and luggage, not on this short flight. No. Glad to see performance is working out well, though.
Passenger
Pretty cool to have the
bus is
developer of the scenery, though, in the chat. That's pretty cool. Somebody asked for a water salute. It's always nice to have developers in the chat, you know? Hey, V-Pilot in the chat as well. What's going on, V-Pilot? Hope all is well, man. Is it 737 Max or the Max 8? This is an Airbus A320. Cessna 74 Neo. That's funny. Pretty much ready to go here with the passengers. All right. Let's jump back in the cockpit here. Let's get the music off. The song's done anyway. I think the APU's all spooled up here. Yes, it is. We'll get the bleeds on. Pumps coming on. External power will disconnect from that. Come down here. We can disconnect from GPU down here. Let's close up all the doors. Come back up top. Get the beacon light on. And let's go. That guy will turn on. Brake fans. They should be done being cooled. They were pretty hot. Let's go ahead and prepare for pushback. This is the Boeing Airbus 319. I thought for a sec because of the AP's shape. No. There are distinctive looks amongst the Boeing and the Airbus. One of them being the windows. Yes. That's it. That's it, that's all. Still getting used to the keybinds again. Transferring over from 2020. I'm so used to Chaseplane, you know? I'm so used to Chaseplane. Alright, we're going to be pushing back. We're departing off of runway 2, so I guess we're going to go nose right, tail left. That's how that looks. Good old GSX. Oh. This guy zoomed in. You like those engines better? You're a... Oh, okay. Understood. I thought Avianca had used those engines, but I guess not. I think it's Latam that used them. All right, we're pushing back. Summer right there.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Parker brakes coming off. Let's go. Yes, Viper, I'm using auto FPS. It's been a lot of help for my performance problems within the sim. GSX profiles on Flight Sim TO for next time. Got you. Okay, awesome. Thank you, thank you. GSX, it's got its ups and downs, man, but it's the best one available, in my opinion, currently when it comes to like boarding passengers and stuff like that. It's definitely the best one available. It's really good for content creators as well. For the X-Plane one, just click from a bird's eye and that's it. The only thing I don't like about GSX is how they update their stuff every single day. And then an update, you know, sometimes fixes certain things, but then tends to break a lot of other things as well. So, it's the only thing I don't really like about GSX. But when it's working, it works well. I think GSX and Chaseplane don't like each other in 2020. I seem to have a lot of issues when I'm using the two. When I'm panning around camera views in Chaseplane and pushing back, I tend to have a lot of issues. When I use auto FPS, sim freezing, can you send correct link where from install? I googled auto FPS, and there is a version that's the most current version that is available for download. There's also a 2020 version and a 2024 version, I believe. Just so you guys are aware. Alright, APU bleed and master switch coming off. Nose lights going over to taxi. Start stop switch to the norm position. It's a flaps 3 departure, because it's a absolutely short runway. Short runway, high altitudes. The aircraft, I'm sure, is not going to speed up. That's why we're doing a flaps 3, and we need an up 0.2 on the trims. There we have it. Unicom, everything else is looking good. I think we're ready to go here. We'll flick this guy on. Beautiful. Make sure we're all good here. That guy should have been on. Nothing to see. If you have to choose one airliner, which one would you fly? That's a good question. I don't know. John, we're departing, yes. Yep. I think Flex is probably set in here. I think they used Flex. I could actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change something. Before I get on the runway. John, we're going back to Bogota. Gonna change my performance numbers here. So, optimal, force toga, yes. Now, let's see, there we go. We'll do a flaps 1, we'll send that off. 27, 32, 32. We're gonna force toga. Trim up 0.2, up 0.2. We are set, ready to rock and roll here. Takeoff config. Normal. Cabin crew. Prepare for takeoff. We'll flip these guys on. Those guys on. Let's get on the runway here. Pasto traffic, Avionics 8598. Backtracking runway 2 for departure. Pasto traffic. Bad at the engines on the Airbus, I always use toga. You can if you want to. There's no, right or wrong. When you're departing off of short runways, you always want to use toga, obviously. Absolutely. Yep. High altitude, low runway. I mean, I set everything. Usually, for the most part, with the Phoenix aircrafts, I set everything to optimal. How come PlayStation is not like this? It's not Microsoft, man. Got you, got you. You have to pay for the subscription per month? Like, why? On what? Sorry. You can put the flaps on 3 or full for short takeoff if you want. I don't think they use a flaps full takeoff. I think it's flaps 3. But we can still do a flaps full takeoff, or a flaps 1 takeoff. Using a flex settings preserves the engines so they're not working at 100%. Yes. It's a maintenance. It's exactly what Riley said. It's a maintenance thing. I just use it. Like I said, everything for the most part I keep optimal. Just what I've always sort of used. Thank you for the subscription there, whoever that was. Appreciate you. One thing I have to adjust with this, with the new sensitivities in the Phoenix, is the rudder. I gotta fix it. I'll do that after stream. I don't want a chance of ruining the stream. Pretty cool approach. We'll definitely be back. Takeoff Studios, they have a bunch of different Colombian airport sceneries. I think there's a couple other challenging approaches they have. I don't know what's 2024 compatible yet, but we'll definitely be back and we'll take a look for sure. Beautiful. I like it. All right, ladies and gents, enjoy the departure. Shit. Again, keybind issues. Or not keybind issues. Muscle memory issues. Let's get our chrono switched on. Throttle's going up. Let's go. Toga. Man, Toga said SRS runway auto blue. Gee, a little gusty. Lot of left rudder here. 100 knots, neutral. And V1. And rotate.
Don't sink.
Positive rate. Gear going up. Little wind correction there. And we're roaring out of here, friends. Carlos, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you stopping in. Thrust climb is set. We're pitching down. The engines sound amazing. Arush, hello, hello. Laps up. We're pitching down. All good, Carlos. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Hope all is well, brother. All right, there's 10,000. I don't know if in Colombia we turn the landing lights off at 10,000 because of the high altitudes, but I'm going to do it. Scenery's not bad. It's 2024, just the surrounding terrain is not at its best. Alright, it's pretty much a straight on climb out, autopilot coming on, bring you guys back upstairs. It's something that I think they need to be working on because 2020 looks better in my opinion. Beautiful, there's trans out. Throw that guy on and we're climbing out of here, friends. Just get on out of here. Why do pilots sometimes reduce throttle to 80% after takeoff? Climb thrust, we do it all the time, that's it. Special, I guess the engines have to climb at a certain performance. Climbs better at a certain performance, so it goes down to thrust climb, or climb thrust. How's 2024 treating me? It's been fantastic. I don't know if it's the sceneries that I'm flying in, but with FSR working, and with the auto FPS, it's been nothing but smooth, man. Nothing but smooth. Anthony, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping in. So I'm pretty happy about it so far. What I did do, though, Matt, you might think I'm crazy, but it's something you guys don't need to do. Something that I did. I don't know why. I had all my scenery downloaded, right, not into a community folder. Anytime I am flying, my community folder is only filled with the content that I'm using. Just to sort of help, I guess, with performance and keep things worry-free when it comes to bugs and stuff. But I had a separate folder for all my 2020 downloads. It was like 1.6 gigs. It was almost 2 gigs. Sorry, 1.6 terabytes. It was almost 2 terabytes of storage. I just deleted all of it. Don't need to have it. You know what I mean? You don't need to have it. So 2024 is behaving. I couldn't be any happier. Couldn't be any happier. I had add-on linker, but if you think about it, Matt, you don't really need to add-on linker, right? Like, you can make your own folders, and that could be your add-on linker. Just label it 2020 scenery, and then you just bring it to your community folder. Add-on linker, I know it's a click of a button, but when I got 2024, it wasn't working for me, so I just kind of canned the whole idea. But it's been working. Everything's working beautifully here. And again, I don't know if it's because of where I'm flying, right? I don't know if South America in this sim is less performance demanding. I think that little tip that you gave me yesterday with auto FPS, Matt, that kind of, I mean, we can obviously see, we've seen the improvement in performance when landing back in Detroit. But it's been great. But Matt, but this approach is freaking awesome. If you didn't see the arrival coming in, it was almost an illegal landing. But what an approach, man. Drag and drop, it takes 2 seconds, man. What do you mean it takes too long? It's a simple drag and drop. What I do is, though, I don't do the drag and drop anymore. scenery's always being updated, even when you don't know it. So before I start, you know, my flying, I always go to whatever site I downloaded my scenery from, and I just get the latest version. You should double down on the simulator games. I buy Rentry and Renact Apollo. Those are, what kind of simulator games are those? I'm renting like 500 terabytes from Google. I got 2 terabyte SSDs. One of them I used for like all of my programs, and the other one strictly was Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, which was over or just under 2 gigs, including, yeah, so the 1.6 terabytes was all, that was just scenery. I got 2020 installed on my second SSD. Yeah, I saw, by the way, it isn't illegal. Like to see, doesn't care if you land long. You will when you're in the credits. No, it was perfectly legal. You're a child of the add-on linker. To each their own, buddy. To whatever makes you happy, man. Whatever works, you know what I mean? That's sort of the thing. I'm trying to figure out a new light data thing for my stream overlays. I think I might. Do you know, Matt? Do you know anything about Sim Toolkit Pro? Spaceflight games? Damn, actually? What's my favorite airline? I don't really have one, but being from Canada, I guess it's not too biased for me to say Air Canada. You know? Jazz is a pretty cool airline too. All your stuff is on the cloud. My PC only has 230 gigabytes. Yeah, I got 2 Samsung 970 EVO Pluses. 2 terabytes. 970 EVO Pluses. It's a little bit dated, but still pretty good. I said what? I like Air Canada and I like Jazz. I'm from Canada. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I think Jazz should get rid of the regional jets. This is just my own take on it. Get rid of the RJs, both of them. Get the A220s, and then you could expand. You know, like they can expand their network. They don't have to just focus on, you know, with their ERJs, Eastern Canada, for example. You know what I mean? All good, Riley. Just saying. I'm just saying. Get rid of the RJs, get the 220s. Makes a lot of sense, right? Look at what Breeze is doing. They're getting rid of the RJs. They're getting fucking 220s. All of their fleet is going to be, all of their E-Jets fleet's going to be phased out very soon. For 220s. Oh, really? I think eventually they'll do it. I mean, Jazz and their fleet it's pretty old. Old stuff, man. So, I don't know. I don't know if Jazz is profitable or not. You know? Probably not. They can't seem to keep their pilots, apparently. The RJ is still cheaper to operate when it's 40 people on a flight. True. True. But, I mean, I don't know how many seats a 220 fills up. Right? You don't have to get the... there's a couple different variants. I think there's a... Isn't there like a 200 and a 300? And I think... Wasn't there talks of them bringing like a 300 LR? Or something? But I think they would fill the flights. You know? I heard Air Canada is going to be operating a bus service from Toronto to Kingston. I have a feeling that's going to be a Jazz route. I don't know if I can handle seeing a Jazz A220. My eyes could not take it. Wait, just wait till the Air Canada Rouge Max 8s come out. I believe the website I built for you is actually on one of Google's quantum computers. I rent about 200. Damn. What does that mean, though? Creator Shot, hello? No. Cannot go to cannot just fly to Pakistan. We're in South America. Kelly, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm doing well. How are you? Dominic, what's going on, man? It's not up to Jazz? Oh yeah, it's the other company that owns Jazz. Who owns Jazz? I forget. It's not Air Canada. It's somebody else. But could you imagine some Jazz 220s? That'd be pretty fucking wild. That'd be pretty wild. Creative shot. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. It means very fast. Got you. I'm not super technically inclined when it comes to like computer stuff. I barely know the automotive side of things. Barely. I know enough to get me by and make a paycheck. Does look cool? It does look cool. Yeah. Absolutely. I think the best part about flight simming is you get to fly anywhere you want in the world. And it's cheap. You know. And it's cheap. Where's my wing views? There we go. I have a 10K PC. Will it work on it? Of course, man. Bro, are you always in serious mode? Yeah, man. This is my look. This is just my bitch resting face, I guess. I don't know. I don't smile. Don't need to smile. What do I gotta smile for? Oh, man. Just kidding. Where are we flying to? Back to Bogota in Colombia. They do. Yeah. Sorority Aviation, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Gotta say though, the RJ looks the best with that livery. Other than like in any of their fleet, the RJ is the best looking Air Canada livery airplane. I prefer the ice blue, mint toothpaste, green, whatever, blue, whatever it's called, on like the main fleet, you know. But overall, I think that black, white, and red look looks the best on the CRJs. No, John, he's definitely not saying so. Terminology is different around the world. Livery, some guys say livery, some guys will say skin, painting. It's all good. John, and also, if you don't know who Your Sim CFI is, he is a real-world CRJ pilot / YouTube content creator. Click on his name. He's a pretty well-known guy in the community. Did I ever fly to Madagascar? No, I don't think so. I wanted to ask, how long ahead do you plan where you're going to fly and the thumbnail? Sorry for asking, it's for the newsletter. All good. I used to do it the night before. The night before my live stream, I would post the thumbnail with the flight. So, for example, we flew yesterday, and I believe Mr. Sam Guilford recommended flying into Bogota, checking out the Pilot Designs new Bogota for 2024. And then trying to figure out the routing. You know, I'd spent some time yesterday evening trying to figure out where we would go, what made sense. So I would say 12 hours before, sometimes same day. Sometimes if you don't see a live stream posted the night before, I haven't thought of something. During a flight, you can have some snacks while playing what? Sorry. Should be fully building my PC before the end of August. Oh, damn. Dominic's coming. Hey, my man. Good. That's good news. That's good news. You can enter in some of these freaking giveaways, man. Viper, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you stopping in. Got my new PC finally. Can play 2024 instead of P3D. Was P3D that bad? I don't think it was, man. I think it was, yeah, I'm going to Afghanistan next month to explore with my parents. Don't like the idea. You know, British parents. Dude, I've seen a bunch of YouTubers, you know, traveling in Afghanistan, and I mean, you know what to do, you know what not to do. But I'll tell you this. I'll tell you one thing. The food looks amazing there. I'm sure you'll have a fun time. Are you going into Kabul? Can you create these wings, or can you only fly on them? What do you mean? What do you mean? Ice Blue on the RJ was nice, and it's the... I have that livery installed in the sim. It's basically like a real flight creative shot. Yes, real flight. All of my live streams, for the most part, are real world flight with the airline and plane. And yes, the flight time, so like this flight from Pasto back to Bogota is what it would take in real life, yeah. Does the weather change? Yes, it does, yeah. This is also live weather, too. Dominic, once you get your PC, I want you to DM me if you're still in chat. Oh, you're still here. Just cop the PSU in case on Saturday and later this week buying a CPU bundle, which is the Ryzen 7. Yeah, man, buddy, that's, and you know what, Dominic, you're buying PC components at the right time because the best deals at Canada Computers, if that's where you're buying, is back to school shopping and Black Friday. Just so you're aware. But the second you get the sim up and going, okay, the second you get the sim up and going, I want you to DM me because I want to get you something for the sim. I want to pick up something for you. Airplane, whatever airplane you want, I got you. For your first airplane on the sim. Would you mind sending a DM with the link to the scheduled stream and where you're going to fly and when you schedule the stream so I can get the newsletter post out around about the same time? Okay. So I could, yeah, so once that you're saying once I post the live stream on YouTube, you want me to send you that link? I could do that. Been up since 3 a.m., slowly fading here, drinking energy drink. Damn, wake up so early, man. I've been up since about 6:30. Day off for us here in Canada. It's a civic holiday, I think. No. Dominic, you make sure you do it, bro. Trust me, make sure you do it. Hey, Simple Takeoffs, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you stopping in. I got you, Dom. Once you get it all going, DM me. I got a little something for you, bro. I'll be honest, I think PMDG would probably be the only developer that wouldn't allow me to do it. But I'll see. I'll see what I can do, man. I got you, bro. Got you, Carlos. I'll definitely do that. You should try to fly to Antananarivo to Noseby. Cool short flight if you have the ATR. I got the ATR. I used to fly it pretty often. Just kind of fell off, you know what I mean? Just like everybody else. Super sensitive on controls. You know, if Hans Hartmann changes some of the sensitivities with that airplane like they did with SimCFI and the RJ, I think people would start flying that one again. Yeah, bro. So I'm sorry, Creative. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, bro, we're going to Kabul for trying Mantua type of dumpling and the damp hook where whole lamb cooked underground and their specialty kebab and rice. I have a list. Damn. Creative Shot. There was, I watched, fuck, I forget who the YouTuber's name is, but he was just in Kabul doing a food thing. And there's this dish where you guys put sheep, I think it's sheep butt, in a pot. And you fill it with like tomato sauce and seasoning and all that. And it just like steams for, I think, like 12 hours or something. I want to try that dish. I mean, I don't eat fucking sheep butt. You know those sheeps you guys got out there with the really jiggly ass? What are they called? Hump sheep or something? Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the dish. Chinaki mutton, I think is what it's called. It's called Chinaki mutton. It's literally sheep butt with a bunch of like tomato sauce and seasoning, and they just it goes in like a kettle. It goes in a kettle and they steam it. I love food, man. I'll try it. We have some good Afghani spots here where I live, but from what I've been told, for some of the people that I know from Afghanistan, it's not super authentic. John, is he a real-world pilot? Yes, he is. He flies CRJ 900 for a living. Real-world pilot. Your brother prefers twin-otter aircraft? John, you should click on his channel, too. Also, yesterday, Grand Bend was crazy packed. Like, shoulder to shoulder. Bro, Grand Bend's always like that, man. I used to go to Grand Bend pretty often. I have family that live out in Stratford. And we used to go out there in like London, Ontario and stuff. Dude, busier than Wasaga. You're from Pakistan? Oh, yeah, yeah. But you're going to Afghanistan. Wait, you're going to Afghanistan? Why? You got family out there? You eat Afghani food daily? Afghani food's awesome. Oh, shit. 60 miles from top of descent. All right. Gotta stop talking here. Let's get this thing all configured. Next page. Next page. We'll link that. The weather in Bogota, the wind's 160 at 17, so we know what we're going to get. We're going to get runway 14 right. QNH is 1027. It's pretty cool out here. It's only 16 degrees. The wind's 160 at 17, but pretty gusty. Pretty gusty. 18,000 strands level. And we're going to plan the ILS 14 right approach. Minimums. 8580. Looks good, looks good. All right, let's plug in some fixes here as well. Beautiful. We're all set up in there. Top of descent in 48 miles. Pull up the charts here. Let's have a look and see what we're doing. So we're coming in from the... I don't even know how to pronounce that, but the Gulf India Romeo VOR, where we got to be between 21 and 26,000 feet. Then we're going to kind of tag along here, coming in to the runway. Pretty straightforward. Pretty simple. I've already briefed sort of the weather. It's going to be a fun arrival for sure. It was my first time there, but now I went once. I'd much rather go to Sable Beach. More open, to be honest. Sable Beach is... it's got like some of the clearest waters up here in southern Ontario in the world. Clearest waters. Super, super clear. Sable Beach... Wait, no, sorry, that's Tobermory. Sable Beach is near Tobermory. But if you had to make the drive, honestly... Yeah, Wasaga Beach is... Apparently they're doing construction and shit now. They've torn down the whole shore and they're putting condos. But Sable Beach, I do agree. I would rather go there than Grand Bend. I've recently clicked on his channel, and yes, you're right, he does fly. Yes, he does. Yep. Ian, what's going on, man? Donut, hello. Are you new to flying this plane? I am, yes. Ian, how do I fly a commercial plane in career mode? You gotta get the license. You just haven't seen any checklists? It's all from the head, brother. It's all from the head, brother. Oh, no, I was kidding with you. I am Pakistani. Lives in Peshawar, so here there are many immigrants, Afghanis. They open their restaurants, and man, it's delicious. Yep. So you lied to me, Creative Shot. You want to invite me, but I will not come? To Pakistan? I'd love to go out there, man. I got lots of friends from Lahore and from Karachi. In Madagascar, we have interesting routes. Instead of going to TNR to Noseby, then to Ansi Ranara, we do TNR to Noseby, then from Noseby. Got you. Airspace is not very developed. It's called Saugeen Beach. What's called Saugeen Beach? I think Wasaga did shut down. I think they're putting the condos there. They're developing it. We gotta plug in the approach here, guys. ILS, we'll do 14 right. The Zulu. Got a transition already. Recently renamed. Which one? Which beach? You talk about Wasega? Was it recently renamed to Saugeen Beach? I never read your comments? Bro, I'm about to ban your ass is what I'm gonna do. I read every single comment. Every single comment. So that's the dumb thing. That's a dumb thing you could have said. That's a dumb thing you could have said. So just for that, put your ass in a timeout. Because the negativity we ain't gonna deal with over here at Flight Sim Gaming. Sobble Beach was renamed? Cool. Come, bro, I will make you Casio from Delicious Food. Whereabouts in Pakistan are you? Hey, man, keep up the work. At least I respect you, Airside. I appreciate you, man. Oh, yeah, I forgot. They changed it to Saugeen from Sobble because the beach is on a native land. Got you. I mean, Donut should have fucking said that from the beginning. He just said they changed it to Saugeen Beach. I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. Have I ever heard about Snake Island? I have not, no. Who's my favorite F1 driver? I mean, I was a Max fan for a little bit. This season, Lando Norris. No, Piastri. Oscar Piastri. I'm allowed to comment on my landings. What do you mean? Of course you can comment on my landings. You always do. You always tell me I'm shit. Or I'm good. I mean, I don't mind. You know? However you feel about my landings, please do. Comment ahead. There used to be the sketchiest water slide just off of Wasega. I remember I almost flew off of it once. I've been on that same one. One thing I vividly remember about Wasega Beach, there used to be like a go-karting track, like right off of the highway. Demar, dog, what's going on, man? Lots of respect. I remember being a new pilot. I could tell you've got those few. I could tell you've got those first few flight jitters. Just deep breaths. This is bro, guys. Listen, I probably have 2,000 hours in the Airbus A320 in the sim. I'm more than comfortable flying this aircraft. Remember my checklists. Understood. You've never been to Wasega? Yeah, Wasega was the spot, man. Was the spot. I haven't been to Wasega in probably 10 years. Yours is Pierre Gasly? Strange. Why? My landings have improved? Thanks, man. That means a lot. That means a lot. Alright, I gotta see. Top of descent's coming up. And we are going down to, we'll say 17,000 feet for now. All right, descending. Let's go. I have not seen the extreme wind and wind in Scotland, no. For you, it was always Lake Simcoe. So being from the city, you know, my mom didn't drive, obviously. Single mom. Struggled, all that shit, but we used to go to Lake Ontario a lot. We used to go down to Cherry Beach, or, Sunnyside was the other one. Where did I train again? For flight simming, I trained on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. I've never heard of a seasoned pilot say they don't do checklists. I'm sorry to offend you, but we don't do checklists. Gasly's fighting for a good place with a middle tier Alpine. I think Gasly's very nice. Yep, he's definitely ready, I think, for the step up. Where the hell would he go? I don't know. I remember when it was just me and SimCFI in the chat, and now look at how far you've come. Congrats. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate you, man. We're slowly creeping up there. We have a tradition, you know, when some visitors come, we have to give him 3 to 4 clothes. Also eat every dish of my city because our ancestors say visitors are God, so do everything to keep them happy. I didn't know that about Pakistan, to be honest with you. Port Hope I've been to a lot. Scarborough Bluffs is underrated. I've never been to Scarborough Bluffs. The only thing I know about Scarborough Bluffs is who's the guy that's in jail for killing his girlfriend's sister at the time. What's his name? I think that was all done near the Scarborough Bluffs or something. I live in Scotland and we're in a storm. Fly into EGPH. What is that? Edinburgh? It's mental 50 knot gust and wind shear. I also buttered in the Ryanair. Damn, good for you, man. Or even Toronto. I met Leslie in Lakeshore. Let's meet up and I could teach you some tricks on flying so you don't seem so new. I am from Toronto and no, I'm not meeting up with you. Did you ever see K2 Mountain? Yes, K2 Mountain, isn't that isn't that the Himalayan? No, that's Mount Kilimanjaro or something. Can't remember what K2 is. There's different names for that mountain, if I'm not mistaken. Mod Police says, I remember my first few flights as well. Okay. Here's what I recommend, Mod Police. You have a YouTube channel. Why don't you post some content for everybody to see? Let's start there. Bro, I think you're being weird. You're definitely being weird, bro. How are you going to ask somebody to come meet up with you? That's crazy. That's the craziest statement that you could ever say. You should try flying the leased Air Madagascar 777-200. Which one do they fly? The ER or the LR? This guy's asking me to fucking meet up with him. What the fuck? This guy has no idea what he's getting into. Some strange fucking people, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm from Leslie in Lakeshore. Let's meet up. Fucking goof. What a goof. Alright, anyways, let's make some calls here. We got some traffic. How many miles? I guess we are 60 miles south of the airfield. We're 27,000 feet descending with the ILS 14 right approach. Over to traffic, Avionics 8598, 60 miles south of the airfield. 27,000 feet descending with the ILS 14 right approach. Bogota. What's crazy? Tell me. You know who is the top tier flight company? I don't, but I think in, I mean, is it Air Canada? Or was that just in North America, the best North American airline? I can't remember, but I know Air Canada is up there, 2025, which doesn't make sense because 2025 is not even done yet. So how you can rate that airline to be the best makes no sense. Arab Emirates? You mean, Emirates Airlines? So I think Air Canada was North America then. We ain't got no sponsors for this video. No, this is not, that's not, I mean, it's pretty crazy to ask me to meet up, but you're right, Sam, that's not the craziest thing somebody has said. I mean, all the time we get, I mean, I can't even say it. I'm not going to say it. Yeah, Emirates is one of the better airlines for sure. Canada placed first, Delta at second, and Porter topped first as best regional in North America. There we go. So Air Canada was first in North America, which I don't know how, but... What's my favorite one airline? I would say Air Canada. Nope, we're not going to talk about some of the things that were said on this channel. Alright, down to 17,000 feet. What else are we doing here? It's about 17,000 all the way in. Then we go down to 13,000. Crazy. Crazy. I mean, at least if you're going to make a stupid comment, at least subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? At least subscribe to the channel. God, the photogrammetry is just so bad out here. It's got to be worked on. (1027) is going to be the altimeter. Yep, exactly. Exactly. What do you think of the new gen 4Runner? They just had to go turbo 4-banger. It looks nice. It looks nice. I don't know too much about the Toyota stuff, to be honest with you. I do know the Tundras, which have a different engine. They have engine recalls. Toyota's going through it right now as well. They're kind of like Honda, you know, they're low maintenance stuff, you know, supposed to be pretty good vehicles, but Toyota, they've also cheaped out on areas, you know, where they shouldn't have cheaped out on. And they're now seeing some of these issues arise, so, but they look nice. But I don't know too much about them. What a dumbass. What a dumbass there with that name. What a dumbass. Gotta say. Give me a route to fly in 7-3 on board. Airside, what scenery do you have? You can, I don't know. Do some WestJet ops, man. (1027). Beautiful. You did that with the 900? I saw a funny video on TikTok. It's in Africa where the news reporter asked the man, "What gender are you?" And the man said, "I'm a mechanic." I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty stupid. You got a lot of scenery. 737-800, eh? I'd say do something in Canada, man. You should do maybe WestJet. I don't know if WestJet or Flair still fly into Kelowna, but that's a pretty cool approach. Give me a specific route, I'll be able to get the sceneries. Oh, you're rich. Okay, hold on. You want a nice approach? Got you right now. Edmonton to Kelowna. Flair. Or you could do Calgary to Kelowna WestJet with WestJet. Alright, we got an aircraft somewhere in front of us. I don't know what he's doing. We're staying 250 on the speed. Seju, you better not be talking about me, man. You better not be talking about me. Pretty funny. The other one asked him, "What gender are you, a male or female?" Then he said, "I'm an email." So pretty strange people out there, let me tell you. Some pretty strange people in this chat today, let me tell you. There's that aircraft in front of us here. Beautiful. Keep 250 in. We'll see what he does. I don't even see him. He should be in front of us. A couple 1,000 feet above. Nothing there. Doing a takeoff right now? Good shit, good shit. I could probably vector myself around. Let me see. We got one aircraft. He's pretty much going straight in. But I don't trust the mountains there, so we're not going to do that. We'll fly the approach. I'm not familiar with this airspace. Still flying? I'm still flying. Yep. Probably start dipping down. You know what? Let's get in there a little bit quicker, shall we? What do we got to be at? 12,000. See what's programmed in the box here. 10,800. Okay, so let's just go down to 12,000. Brian, that's a crazy question to ask. Just so you're... Crazy question to ask. Crazy question to ask. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm gonna go direct Poldy. Hopefully we don't hit any mountains on the way in. I don't think we're going to. Dude, no comment. I mean, this is kind of what we got to live with here, you know, when you're streaming on YouTube and doing content creation and stuff like that. You got some real smart-ass people in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Hey, is what it is. But this is what you expect from people scrolling through YouTube lives, you know what I'm saying? This is what you get, unfortunately. It is what it is. Can't see shit. I think the last time we flew in here, too, we had similar issues. I just never know where I need to be at. Flying that approach, there's a lot going on. Coming up on 13,000. I don't think we're going to hit a mountain, but we'll find out. I'm from Canada. So for that guy that asked the unemployed question, you dumbass. Okay? It's a fucking national holiday today. Or a civic holiday, whatever the fuck you call them. Well, this is going to be fun. This is going to be really fun. I'm wondering if I can go direct. I could probably go direct. And Viz. We'll do that now. And I'll clear this guy. Do something like that. Beautiful. And if we hit a mountain, we hit a mountain. Do I know how to talk French? No. No, I don't think the weather's hit and miss. I think the weather's fine. What I can do, I can throw these guys on. This guy in front of me is not making any calls. When I first heard your accent, I legit thought you were from Minnesota or something. They talk like that in Minnesota? I had no idea. No idea. Activate the approach phase. Landing system coming on. We're not quite there yet, but you know what? Close enough. Can you help me figure out how many vertical speed I need for descent? Between 2,000 and 3,000 feet per minute is usually pretty safe.
Bogota traffic, American 212, heavy, taking off runway 14 left, Bogota.
Finally, somebody making a fucking call. Jesus Christ. At top of descent? No. Top of descent, you gotta do, whatever your cruising altitude is, subtract whatever altitude you need to be at, multiply that number by 3, and that'll tell you how many nautical miles you need to start descending. You got about a 20-mile final in a second. Bogota traffic, Avionics 8598 on a 20-mile final runway. It's Bogota traffic. There's the glide slope. I'm just going to go ahead and arm the approach now. Missed approach altitude is going to be, I think it's 14,000. So I don't even need to set that. No. doing? What's it doing? What's it doing? Jesus. Yep. I don't know why the hell I started climbing there.
Bogota traffic, American 212 heavy. Clear
I was
out 14
descending.
left, Bogota.
Yep. I meant to switch this to 14,000 feet. It just started making me climb. Glide slope should be coming in. Look at our speed. Let's go. What the 210. That's what I wanted. Alright. I know what I'm doing wrong. Loke's not captured. I thought we were straight. That makes all the sense in the world. Why it's so foggy? It's just cloud, high altitude. There's Loke. You can crash the plane, yeah. We're not going to crash the plane, though. Glide slope should be capturing. Right now. There it is. They're coming down. Airport right in front of us. Oh my god. This is messy. This is messy. Flaps 2. Now we're good. And flaps full. Slightly messy. And Bogota traffic, Avionics 8598, 5 mile final, 1-4. Well, I think we're fine. Let's go, friends. Let's get down on the ground. All of our lights are on. Don't think anybody's on the ground. I don't see anybody. Do my best, man. We are gear down, 3 green, flaps full. Ground spoilers are armed. My aircraft. When are we doing the Tulsa stream? No idea. I think when we go into 7-3, because most of the aircrafts flying into Tulsa are 7-3. Welcome to traffic, Avionics 8598 short flight. 4 right. It's windy.
300. 200.
Goes down gently. Oh my god, I think just didn't want to go down.
With traffic, Clan 741, pushback 875, Bogota traffic.
I don't know where we're going, all the way to the end. I find the rudders a little twitchy. Nice landing. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I find the rudders very twitchy. I'll have to work on some sensitivity settings with this aircraft. And Bogota traffic, Avionics 8598, we vacated 14 right, taxiing to the apron. Bogota traffic. Come to an end here. Gotta see, we'll take it straight over to Papa. We're gonna go stance gate 74, Papa, and lane Foxtrot. Bogota traffic, Avionics 8598, taxiing to stand 74 by a Kilo 5, Papa, and we'll take lane Foxtrot to stand 74, Bogota traffic. Flaps up, ground spoilers up. 58 minutes, 25 seconds. Lights off, get the APU going. Alright, let's look for our gates. You as well, Simple. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. There's some really good Denver scenery. I think Flightbeam has that scenery, no? I think. It's too late to pull up from crashing in the ocean. What are you talking about? Mel Brooks, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping in. Who won the MD-11 Animal? It was Tilted Racer, I think.
About the traffic, Clan 741, taxi 114 right, via November.
Denver to Tulsa? Maybe.
Yeah, Bogota traffic.
Maybe. Okay. I don't even see him. We'll just disconnect. It's kind of weird. He didn't tell me what... Did he say what lane he was pushing back on? I don't think he was. But I ain't fucking waiting for him. No, I'm not making you mod. I don't think he should be pushing back on this lane anyways. He's a heavy... He probably, if anything, should have been on the middle lane. Alright, stand 74, I think is this guy here. Get that bad boy in. Parking brake is on, I think. Yes, it is. If you bleed coming on, go ahead, shut down the engines. Beacon light coming off, seatbelt lights coming off, fuel pumps also coming off. Good stuff, ladies and gents. Request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
All right, Dominic, enjoy, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Don't forget, let me know as soon as you get your PC, bro. All right, ladies and gents, there we have it. We are back in Bogota. It was a great day of flying. Hit up some sceneries that not a lot of streamers sort of fly in the sim. I don't know why, but where the fuck is... So I want to turn down. Still a great day of flying. I appreciate Takeoff Studios and V-Pilots for tuning in the chat. That was pretty cool. Straight ban. Donut got a straight ban. The guy had his fucking chance to get his shit together. Straight ban. Appreciate everybody hanging out today. You know, we will we'll probably go. I gotta double check the baseball schedule. I don't think there's baseball tomorrow. If there's no baseball, we'll be doing an evening stream. Gonna be back in the Airbus. I gotta figure out some rudder sensitivities. I don't like the twitchiness. The twitchiness on landing, so I gotta see. I think I made it linear. We're gonna have to get that one all iron and kinked out, but great update by Fenix. Can't even complain. Look out for the live stream for tomorrow, Carlos. I appreciate you, my man. Take care of the website. I'll link you later on in the evening once I get a stream for tomorrow. Everybody else, enjoy the rest of your Monday. Catch you in the next one. Peace!